Right. Hey guys, my name is Joel Patterson, and this is my Mod 7 Human Resource Frame assignment. So leading off, I kind of summarized the video from Bowman and Deal, and it's about what is the human resource frame of leadership according to them. Um, Narrowed it down to about 5 bullet points here. It's a framework to align the goals of an organization and the goals of the people that are within that organization, really creating a family structure. And when there's an imbalance, both the organization and the people that work for it will suffer. But when there's a good fit, then both would benefit. It needs to be structured like a family, with focus being on skills, attitudes, teamwork, and communication that reaches all parties and all people are involved with that decision-making process. The organizations do exist to serve the people. In this case, it'll be our students and families. And it's not the other way around. So each group needs to understand that and see their value and know that they are a big piece of it. Planning in this framework should promote participation, open decision making, and addressing the needs of its members. If those members are feeling valued and cared for, then they're going to be able to accomplish more things and create a better environment. These members are providing the services, so their voice does need to be heard, as they are the most important part of the organization, operating efficiently. So this one's my pyramid for the hierarchy of building leadership, and I kind of struggled with this a little bit. I was trying my best to make students go on the top because I know how important they are and that they are why we do what we do. But I guess I looked at it more of kind of to be able to implement your shared vision with your staff and then have everything trickle down to students and families and part-time staff and all of that stuff. I felt like the principal really does need to be at the top because they are the ones that, create a vision where they can take that vision and pass it down to teachers who then can pass it down to the students. So I put the principal at the top because they really do create the vision and create the culture within a building. The next one down, I went with teachers, kind of branching off of that. The teachers are creating that culture within each classroom, but then they're also on a day-to-day basis implementing curriculum that was handed down to them from a principal, and even be above that the district. But they're the ones out there on the front line working with those kids every single day, and so I felt like they needed to be high up to the top as well. Students came in next for me. And like I said, I tried to put the students at the top because I know that everything everyone on this pyramid does is for the students. But I felt like they needed to come in after teachers because they are receiving, lessons and knowledge and everything from us that we're also getting the training on from our principal as well. Below the students, I put in parents. We don't see parents, on a day-to-day basis, but we do have that communication link going with them. And if we can create a good relationship there with them, then we can enhance their learning experience with us at school and really help build that joy for learning if there's a good relationship there with parents. So they can kind of extend what we're doing on a day-to-day basis at school. The next section of my pyramid, I struggled again with creating a line for each of them. So I kind of lumped a few of them together. I put office staff and then the paraprofessionals together. Office staff, a lot of what they do is behind the scenes and kind of goes unnoticed by a lot of people, staff, students, families. But they really kind of make our school tick and run efficiently. Whether that's calling in substitutes to come in and work in our building, or reaching out to parents about field trip permission slips that aren't pulled in or turned in yet. So they're doing a lot of the stuff that goes unnoticed, but without them, our building would not operate very well, and our staff would be extra stressed, and then it'd create just a not good learning environment for anyone. Paraprofessionals I put in there as well, just because I feel like they're kind of an underappreciated group as well, because like the office staff, there's a lot of things that they're doing for us day to day that just kind of goes unnoticed, but they're an important piece. And they're kind of taking guidance from their teachers and then the principal above that, and really doing a lot of the same things that the teachers are doing at the top, just kind of on a little bit of a smaller scale, whether that's from less time in the classroom or they're working in multiple classrooms. So that's why I kind of put that group there. The next group down, the custodians, cooks, maintenance personnel, another big piece to a well-running school. The custodians are the ones that are fixing up those nutritious meals for the students, which gives them the energy to learn. And so that's an important part of our school. Custodians are making sure that our building is nice and clean, which helps the learning experience. If you're not working in a classroom that's well put together and cleaned, then your mind is thinking about all the things that are wrong with the place. So having them is an important part to the learning process. Same thing with maintenance personnel. Clearing the sidewalks when we have our snow, the technology department coming in and making sure that our technology is running efficiently in the way that we need it to, in order to teach our students the best that we can. Those are three big pieces there. The last part is alumni and community. And someone had to go at the bottom, and I don't like any of them going at the bottom, but I felt like alumni and community would probably be the one that has the least involvement in this pyramid. That doesn't mean they're not involved. It just means you're not working with them on a day-to-day basis, or even a little bit less frequent like we do with parents. But it's important to have the alumni and community backing your school and really building that sense of pride and support, so that people all across town are prideful of their school and wanting to help with any changes that we need to do to make the experience better for our students, whether that's through donations or coming in and helping stock books in our libraries or help decorate doors for Red Ribbon Week. We have parents and community members alike that come in and help us with those things, but they are a big piece of helping us kind of enact some change in our building when we need that help. So I think that's it in a nutshell. That is my hierarchy for building leadership. So thank you for listening, and hope you all have a good afternoon and a good Christmas break coming up soon. Thank you.